Marketing on the internet. Do not lose online money with poor writing presentation. You have probably heard the saying, content is king. This saying is as true now as it was when it was first used. In fact, with the growth of the internet, content has become more important. But the saying should be changed to good content is king. There is a huge amount of content being spread through the internet that is not all good. Most of it comes down to poor writing presentation. When you are marketing on the internet, there is a lot of pressure to get content out there, but posting substandard material filled with misspelled words and grammatical errors does not really present a website, product, or service in the best possible light. In fact, it detracts from it. Here are some ways to help you make sure the content you are presenting will get your message across more effectively and help to make you online money. Does it make sense? If what you have written does not make sense, who is going to read it? Most people will not persevere. They will simply stop reading and move on to something easier. You may have spent a lot of time on keyword research to get a heading that catches attention, so people want to find out more, but you will lose them if they find it too hard to understand. They do not have to spend time trying to make sense of your writing when they can so easily move on to someone whose writing is easy to understand. Be certain it makes sense, leave it for a few hours after you have written it and return with fresh eyes. Read it through others' eyes or get someone else to read it and ask them what message you are trying to convey. Is it easy to read? Will a reader have to plow through long, poorly written sentences and paragraphs to dig out the points you are trying to make? Will they bother to do that? They might, if you have caught their attention with your heading and it is something they really want to know, but why make it hard to do that? Most will become frustrated and disappointed and will look somewhere else for the information. The trouble is they will probably not come back, as they will remember the bad experience. We are in the digital age, which means people have a short attention span and browse content quickly until they find something that interests them. If it does not hold their attention, they will move on. Do you really care? Sloppy writing sends a strong message to your readers. You do not really care about what kind of experience they have reading your material. Worse still, they get the impression that you think anything will do and they can please themselves whether they read it or not. Maybe it is a numbers game. If they do not read it, someone else will. To some extent it is a numbers game, but make the numbers work for you by not turning most people away with poor writing presentation. You do not have to be the best writer on the internet, but you do need to try to make sure your readers have a pleasing experience. That way you will have more chance of getting your message across and of getting them to return. Good article or post presentation is rather like dressing for a date or a job interview. You dress up to please and impress the other person. You can approach your writing in the same way. If you are marketing on the internet, you are not writing to please yourself. You are writing to please and impress your readers so they will listen to what you have to say and hopefully do what you want them to do. And guess what? By dressing up to make others feel good about you, you invariably feel good about yourself.